Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Happy Wednesday, Wisdom Wednesday. Let's get into this message, y'all. But before we get started, my name is Latasha Brown. I am the owner of Latasha Brown Consulting, the founder of the Budget Pusher blog, and the creator of the Uncover Your Financial Vision Budget Planner. So, hey y'all. Thank you all for tuning in. If you are new here, thank you. Welcome. May you leave informed, inspired, and ignited, and leave feeling filled up with hope that you landed in a safe space. And may you rock it out with me a little longer, because this here channel is a no judgment zone. But yeah, today I wanted to jump right into this Wisdom Wednesday message, and I want to talk about a much needed subject, all about the burnout, y'all. And the burnout is real. And how can we combat it? How can we overcome it? Today I'm going to give you some tips to consider. But before we dive in, do me a favor, like this video, engage with me, let me know that you're out there, let me know that you're there, let me know how you feel. Was it helpful? Is this relatable? I just want to know that you all are out there. Let's grow together, let's engage, let's support one another, and subscribe to this channel if you like things such as budgeting, saving money, earning money, financial goals, financial peace, financial wellness, health and wellness. I am your girl. Subscribe to my channel. You will not be disappointed. Bang on that notification bell so that you are notified when I drop another video. Again, thank you. Welcome and welcome back. Let's dive right into this subject. Last thing before we dive in, your girl look a mess. Me and my husband, we are business owners. We have a cleaning business, so we just got back from a new client, and I look a mess. So ignore how I look and lean into this message. All right, y'all, let's dive into this message. I'm so pumped up today because a lot of people, a lot of women, a lot of men's, fathers, mothers, just people in general are experiencing burnout. And if you don't know what burnout is, it's basically an overwhelmingly feeling of not being motivated, not having the desire to push forward, just feeling exhausted. Whether you feel burnout at work, not motivated, don't want to be there, don't, not even motivated to do or perform at your best, even when it comes to your goals, you're just unmotivated. You don't even want that no more. You may feel like that it doesn't even matter no more. And you feel like, you're just exhausted and you're not moving forward, and you just feel like you are just pushed against the wall because you don't know what steps to take. And it's just really a burnout situation. And if I could share, like I experienced it last year, I had my own personal things going on. I had my goals that I was trying, that I'm trying to accomplish. I have children in different ages and stages of their life that was experiencing burnout. I have a college student. I have a high school student. I have a elementary age student. And then all the pandemic hit and the kids were in virtual school, virtual learning. And I'm trying to balance being mom, being teacher, being, working and all of that stuff. And I was exhausted, y'all. And then, dealing with that, and then dealing with, loss, people losing their jobs, uncertainty, whether they're going to have income, then people being sick, and grief, along with so much that was going on in the world and still going on in the world. And it is exhausting. So if you're feeling burnt out, you're not alone. You are not alone. But what I found And the tips that I'm going to share today was tips that I use to get through that period, tips that I still do, things that I still do to just keep myself going now, and just talking to other moms and women, you know, and what they feel like they need and what they're experiencing. I just want you to consider these tips if you're experiencing. These may not be new to you, just simple reminders, but I hope that you get some inspiration from this message today. So, how can you combat burnout? Number one, you have to dump it all out. You know, a lot of times we try to suppress our feelings, we try to hide our feelings, we try to sweep our feelings up under the rug because we don't want to give it any life. We don't want to give it any, we don't want to feel it. We don't want to feel it. We try to work through it, but in order for you to heal, you have to feel. And the way to do that is to pour it all out. And what I found that helped me is I'll either write everything that I'm feeling down. I don't care if it's anger, if it's madness, if it's sadness, if it's stress, if it's overwhelmness, anxiety, whatever it is, I pour it out and dump it out by writing it down, writing it out. And then another thing that I found myself doing is recording myself. You know, recording how I'm feeling at the moment. If I know that I'm really overwhelmed and I really feel burnt out and I'm exhausted, what I'll do is I'll use the voice app on my phone and I will dump that out. I will dump that out and record that out and then listen to it. And it just helps me understand how I'm feeling. And can I just say this? It's okay to not be okay. It is okay to not be okay, because once we really come to terms with, you know what, I'm not okay right now, that's when you can understand what you really need. Another thing when it comes to dumping it out, call a friend. You know, call a friend and just say, hey, I just need to talk. Because you know what, getting it out, getting all those feelings out, those built up feelings out, it may not change what's going on around us, but it makes you feel good to get it out. Even if you have to seek professional help and really, really get that out, do not let that stuff sit in. Get it out of you, because if you don't, it's going to linger around, and then you're going to go from burnt out till it affects your mental health, and it leads to depression, and then everything else that follows. Get it out. Dump it right out. It's okay. It is okay. Number two is journaling. I know I said I write things down when it comes to dumping my feelings out, but journaling is a whole nother level. And what I try to do is before my day or at the end of the day, I like to journal how I felt, how the day went, you know, why I felt sad, why I felt overwhelmed and stressed, why even having a good day. Write it all out, because what that would do for you is that you can go back and reflect back over your week. And then it'll also allow you to see what you need more of. What do you need more of? What do you need to start doing? What do you need to stop doing? Whether you need to, you know, take more breaks, you know, whether you need to take time off, whether you need to go for a walk. It'll allow you to really see what you need. Number three, practicing gratitude. I mean, I know you've heard this so many times, but it is literally a game changer, because when everything around me seemed to be falling apart, you know, things going on in the world, you know, sickness, you know, your children going through their things that they're going through and experiencing. I like to just take a moment and just practice gratitude and think about all the good things, because sometimes we could be so consumed of bad stuff, bad things, bad news, all of that. But if you just take a moment out of your day, whether it's at the beginning of your day or at the end of your day, or both, and just practice gratitude, think about all the good things, being thankful, you know, showing that you're grateful for having a home, your family, a job, whatever it is, but just really leaning into gratitude. it will allow you to focus more on all the good stuff. All of the good stuff. You know, yes, things happen, life happens, things go on. But when you take a moment and just really lean into everything that you have and everything that you're grateful for, it really put things in perspective. Because what it allows me to do, it allows me to shift my language, shift my mindset, shift how I'm feeling. Because I'm like, you know what? I'm so thankful and grateful that my children are healthy, that they're safe, that God is covering them and protecting them. And you know, and that means a lot. My husband is still here. You know, we're here, our family, we have a home, you know, just so many things that we can be grateful for. And if we focus on that, you know, it makes the bad things, it reduces the bad things. You know, a lot of times we pump up the bad things. Yes, they there. Things happen, life happens, but the more we think about all the good things, it'll allow our mood to be better. And then you can go and visit the mood elevator. Because if you think so much about bad things, you're gonna find yourself really low on the mood elevator. But if you think about the good things, it heightens how you feel. One book that I in leadership on my job, we did a book club and we studied the energy bus. Oh my God, if you've never heard of the energy bus, that's a recommendation that I would suggest if you're experiencing low level of energy and mood and burnout. So number 4, the fourth thing that you can do to help with burnout is to declutter. Like when I feel like I am burnt out, I go through my spaces and I clean out. Like, you know, cleaning out your areas is really literally therapeutic. I clean out my car, you know, all the extra papers and stuff that you may find in between your seats, on your dashboard, whatever, you know, receipts, different stuff. I clean all of that stuff out. I clean out my cabinets, my counters, my closets, every space, because when you declutter physically, you can have a declutter mental space and you feel better. You know, you just feel better to come into your space and be at peace with whatever you're feeling. And you can really be aware of what you need when your spaces are decluttered. So number 4 is declutter. Number 5, you know, is just to really lean into some devotional time. Whether you have to get up early in the morning and pray, meditate, and read your word, whether you have to listen to a inspirational podcast or inspirational audible book, you know, it allow you to kind of disconnect from everything and just fill yourself up with some inspiration, some motivation, some empowerment. You know, devotional time is like it will really put your mind at ease. And what I like to do is I like to get into a quiet area, dim the lights, you know, listen to some inspirational either music or, you know, podcasts, or listen to, you know, a book, an audio, and just allow that to just take me into a peaceful place. And it really allows you to either start your day in a better mood or even end your day in a better mood so that you can rest well. Okay, number 6, delegate. Anytime I feel burnout, sometimes we have more on our plate than we can bear. And we have to really lean into delegating things. Whether you need to have someone to do the lawn, or someone to come in and do your cleaning, or someone to service you. And guess what? Delegation is not an expense, it's an investment. Sometimes we have to have things taken out of our plate, because a lot of times that burnout is there because you're doing too much of everything. and you need to limit some of the stuff that you're doing, whether you, even if you don't have lawn care, or you don't have a cleaning service or a food service, or a delivery service to do some things for you. Delegate tasks in your house, delegate things to your spouse, to your children, so that you can free up more space to be at peace within yourself, and you could do more of what you're needing to do. So that is the 6 tips that I like to lean into when I feel burnt out. And I just want to remind you that you are not alone. You're not alone, and you can combat burnout. You can overcome it, and as long as you lean into what you need and do just that, you're gonna be okay. You're gonna be okay. So do me a favor, drop a comment. Let me know some healthy tips that you have developed when it comes to burnout. What do you do? Like, share it with the community so that we can all grow together, so that we can all overcome and combat burnout together. Thank you all for tuning in. I truly appreciate this. Friday, I will have another message. We'll dig deep. I'm excited. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for rocking it out with me. Have the most amazing, abundant day. All right, y'all. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.